everyone and their grandpa is talking about the new Deltarune chapters, and I did play them immediately the day they came out. I didn't wait with that. I actually have the time to do whatever I want to. Just kidding. But everyone's enjoying them. People are calling it peak and fire and stuff like that. You know, we've got words like that now in this day and age in the internet. You know, like words like mid, and there have been points where people have like complained about the usage. Like people will just call something mid and just move on with their day without really thinking about it. They kind of undermines whatever they're talking about. And yeah, I've kind of said that word myself on occasion sometimes. But I don't really have anything too much against that word, but I try to avoid it. But yet again, I feel kind of similar, stronger feeling. I have a lot more stronger feelings towards these new words I'm hearing. Peak, fire, aura farming, and stuff like that. People are like saying this towards like some characters in this game, or just in general, like the game is peak, or they've got a lot of aura, basically. I feel people are saying very little about any of this. Like, there are plenty of things I like about these new chapters, and then there are some things I'm a little bit more unsure about. And just hearing people say peak fire, aura farming, makes me not really understand what people actually like, or like more than what I did. And even then, it just kind of undermines what is like what I am kind of on the same wavelength with everyone else on. Like Gerson Boom. I like that guy. He's cool. He's a cool little turtle man. And like, he isn't a good character just because he's peak and fire. You can't just make character cool. Just make him this stoic, emotionless thing or whatever. Just who's always there, who's super strong and stuff like that. You're gonna end up with like super generic superheroes. DC Superman from like the films. Kind of avoided those just because they look so boring, because it's a nothing character to be interested in. It's just like aura moments. It's literally just that. It's that one meme. No good writing. Probably. I don't know. I never checked them out. With Gerson Boom, like specific things happen in the story that make this an engaging character that people come back to, that people think about, and is peak and fire, Like, first off, he's like helping Susie grow as a person. He like helps him with with her magic skills. That was pretty fun to watch during like the Jackenstein fight after that. And he has like strong thematic writing too. He's a writer. He has like written these books, and he never like finished them. And then he wants to like give like Susie the role of finishing these stories. I like that he's like aware that he's like been brought back to life, and he makes Susie write a letter for Alvin. It's really sweet. He's like a parental figure for Susie. Sort of, it doesn't seem like Susie has like a great family life of sorts. Like, looking back on like, chapter 1 and 2. Chapter 2 is like Noelle's Dark World in a way, or whatever. We have Queen, who kind of represents Carol. So, and in chapter 1, we have like Susie standing up for Lancer. Because, Lancer is a kid with a kind of with a father that's not really taking proper care of him, or not really treating him that well. So here she's like getting someone who's properly there for her, besides Toriel. So she's getting more people. And then we also have like him like actively mocking the prophecy, and then him like dying, and like him then coming back again. It kind of continues on with the theme of hope. This really dark moments where it seems like all hope is lost. Like, we have this big, really big Titan, like earlier than expected, and when it feels like everything is lost, he comes in when we thought he was dead, which is really cool. It's like you can nitpick it and say like, oh, it's a Deus Ex Machina, bling, but like it's justified, I think, and you know, that's just surface level stuff. This is, I mean, you can say a lot more than just that. This is just unscripted. Yeah, but you know, overall, I like Gerson. He's a funny character too. I also like that he's over on Smog. Jaro guessed it correctly, and people have to apologize to him for being mean. With Oberon Smog, I connect to this character. I like him. He isn't just Oro moments and nothing else. When it comes to something like the Roaring Knight, that, on the other hand, does just feel like Oro moments at this point in the story. I don't really connect with that character at all. It just feels like a force of nature antagonist at this point. The only interesting stuff is like stuff you can read into if you like how Chris and Des are like teaming up, because you know they were besties when they were younger. I think it's cool that Death Knight is going in that direction, that they're working together, but like besides that, we don't really see much of that in this so far. So I don't really care much about the Knight. But you know, I have more to say about that, but I want to talk about that later. I still need time to think about those new chapters and what my thoughts on them really are. But you know, a video like that will come later on the channel. Yeah, but that's about it. That was my funny little Gerson video on how he is a good little character. Just a little unscripted rambling. You know, if you're interested in more stuff like this, then just subscribe, I guess, or whatever, for the eventual video on the new chapters. And I have this is not really my main account. I have a main account with other stuff, like music, art, and proper scripted videos and such. Like, properly edited. So, I don't know. See you later, I guess. Gyaa, gyaa, gyaa. I needed to do that before I left. Bye.